Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the SNHU esports stream. We are back with another night of Overwatch here with ECC tonight, not NECC. It's going to be SNHU Pearl versus St. Joseph University in this match here tonight. Shaping up to be a fairly good season all around thus far for Pearl after a very, very strong performance last night. I'm sure that they are going to want to ride that momentum into the game here tonight.
I mean, I can only imagine if you do so well on a game before, and then you're, like you said, keeping that momentum going through. I mean, I'm sure Pearl is very excited. You know, they want to get their hands in the game, and I bet they want to get in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's not waste any time tonight. Let's see what these guys are picking for their first map here. And it looks like it is going to be Oasis, one that we have not seen in what feels like
I want to say
an absolute age.
Yeah, Oasis is one of those maps where it's like, it's honestly, I want to say a neutral map. It's just like some people hate it and some people love it. For one, I love Oasis. I'm a big fan.
Me too. It's a sick map, and the 3 points are so varied. Also, one of the few maps with a jump pad in it, which is pretty slick. Generally, teams will actually make plenty of use out of that too, because that high ground is so strong.
Absolutely. I mean, I can only imagine just having a bastion up there, maybe a window, and just spraying down. Just one of the things that you can do to absolutely obliterate these teams here.
Yeah, a lot of the time you'll have a support set up there.
Yeah.
Like you said, maybe a Baptiste, just to be able to pump out healing long range no matter where the rest of the team wants to go on the field. You still have line of sight of them, and there's plenty of cover up there. So if you get dove on, you're probably going to end out okay at the end of it. But like I said, we're not going to waste any time tonight. We are ready to get right into this game.
Absolutely. Let's see what kind of lineups that we've got for today. Looks like we're actually not going to be able to see it for another 25 seconds here. But if there's anything we know about SNHU is that they have a lot of different comps than what we're normally used to be seeing, especially so the rest of them blue, sorry, I couldn't get it, or sapphire, I should say. I know that Crimrun likes to do a lot of his work on the Genji, 5s on the Sojourn. I wonder if we'll be seeing any of those today here. And for St. Joseph's University, looks like they're going to be running some characters that we also have not seen on stream very well. Matt, what are those characters?
That's going to be a D.Va, Mei, Reaper, Illari, Lucio comp, but Lazy Turtle swapping over to the Reinhardt. It is a bold choice, but it is a choice after my own heart. Meanwhile, SNHU just rolling out with that full dive composition that worked so well last night.
Absolutely, having that dive comp and again that Lucio speed plus the Kiriko heal, it's going to be huge for them here. Luckily for Robomania though, having that Reaper to counter the Winston, if he's able to use it properly, SNHU may just need to do a little bit of a swap. But without further ado, they're just staying up on this high ground here. SNHU already in a favorable position.
Yeah, Crimrun already looking in the back line. You saw Dino Tank just using these high grounds to stage dive, and one trick gets Isabel immediately. There's all your healing gone, and with PT Kokoro gone, it's literally all the healing out of the lobby. Lazy Turtle just trying to run away, but getting dove on by an angry Winston. And immediately, SNHU Pearl riding the wave of last night, winning that fight immediately.
Absolutely. I mean, if we're just looking at percentages base, you don't even have to see what happened the last fight here. One trick is just not even spawn camping, but just pushed up so far, especially for a support player. Gonna get that headshot right onto the song for Isabel here, and Crimrun as well. Also extremely pushed up, and he's so close to Dragon Blade at 61%.
61% after a very quick fight. 5s on the Sojourn is going to catch Lazy Turtle. Lazy Turtle does swap over to the Ramatra, but didn't seem to do him any good there at all. Robomania just trying to stay alive, trying to get the pick. Crimrun does go down, so maybe a window of opportunity here, but you don't have that tank for a little bit longer. You just got to try to find your way in here.
Absolutely.
One's very low. He does go down as well at the hands of PT Kokoro. Gets traded out. The St. Joseph is making some fairly strong leeway on the point, but no, 5s says no, gets the shot onto Robomania. That's a lot of damage gone. Means that Dino Tank's going to have a lot more room to work with. And with Crimrun coming back, that's going to be 2 swift ones.
right off the bat, getting those 2 picks, 1 trick, finishing off, getting that last pick onto the tank there. SNHU is able to dominate this pretty well, and 1 trick is not stopping.
No, absolutely not. Bro's playing a third DPS right now. Has the Kitsune Rush as well, hasn't even felt the need to pop it.
Absolutely. Looks like SNHU really has pretty much all of their ultimates pretty much primed up and ready to use. SJU has that Reaper ultimate. It can be devastating there at 5s. Again, just getting that headshot onto Isabel there, making sure she cannot go anywhere out of spawn, and Crimrun is just so pushed forward.
Yeah, they popped the Kitsune Rush just to end this off, percentage at 90, but no one's going to be able to get there. SNHU just absolutely spawn camping right now.
That's what it looks like here, and I would assume
That
they're all gonna all
overclock,
dump
yeah.
right here, just making sure there's no chance that SJU can come and get out over there. And now, that is the first game of this match set here. So over onto the second, I wonder if SJU is ever gonna switch anything up in the composition.
You know, this is a very different point, so I might expect a bit of a change up. But really, I think what a lot of it is going to come down to is the supports and generally the squishies for SJU just playing a little bit safer, varying their movement a little bit. What I noticed is they're kind of doing some straight line walking. So SNHU is just doing a really good job of punishing that, and it's showing on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. I think SJU, they may be staggering a little bit. Just some characters maybe not staying too closer together than they normally would be. Lazy Turtle is going to be making a swap over onto the Diva, and Robomania coming from the Reaper over onto the Sombra. Going to be a little bit annoying for SNHU's supports and possibly other DPSs that may get hacked here.
Yeah, but you have to find value from it. Does get the hack on the Dino tank, so might be able to do it, but that is not going to deter him at all. And 5s with a big shot, long range, takes down Slime Lord. And again, SNHU just going to keep pushing the supports, trying to keep each other alive, but you're in a mod pit and you are not getting out. Nobody's picking you up there. It's just Lazy Turtle left, and oh my goodness, it's a high likelihood that they're going to get staggered really, really hard.
Yeah, it looks like SHU is already just taking such a dominant part of this map, taking as much control as they can, and it looks just from the looks of it right now, SGU is going to be a little bit difficult for them to kind of break through this, especially when they still have Baby Diva here.
Yeah, Lazy Turtle needed to jump off or immediately walk back to spawn, swap off, and swap back onto that Diva. Just now getting back into the mech, you only have 30%, so you don't really want to save it, and Crimrun gets Robomania immediately, catches him out.
Absolutely. I mean, getting that Sombra out, that's just one DPS down. 5's also getting that Kiriko. That is the support gone. You're only left with Moira and Soldier to use here. Glumps also going to get that right click. And SNHU just completely owning this map here, pushing up so far. SGU can barely get out of their spawn.
Yeah, Robomania swaps over to the Bastion. These fights are so strange because SNHU is just really not letting off the gas at all.
Yeah, you'd think that they'd maybe step back, wait for a little bit of a reset, but I mean, if it works, why change it? They're just pushing up here. One trick, also having that Kitsune ready to use. 5's having that ultimate. Everyone on SNHU has an ultimate to use. Lazy Turtle going back onto the Ramantra, maybe counter that Winston shield with some punches here, but Slime Lord is going to be close to that overclock. We could see it with a Kitsune Rush pretty soon here.
Absolutely, but one trick pops his own, and that's the go button. This is a lot of damage. You just got to deal with this Bastion and the Primal Rage. Might end up being able to do it. Gets chunked pretty low. A couple of ultimates used, maybe a little bit more than they needed, but that's 3 unresponded picks for SNHU, and Lazy Turtle, again, not able to make it back to spawn in time. If you are SJU, though, you do have that saving grace that only the Dragon Blade is there, but it does not matter. SNHU wins 2-0. I want to point out, I heard through my headset, 5's wanted to win that duel. He got hit with the overclock, and I heard the most pain I think I've ever heard in my entire life. The boop while the coal was still going.
With the beat as well, getting so much value off of that, not to mention that here Dion Tank is just such on low HP, and that ultimate can just save so much, especially in any fight, really.
Yeah, I mean, Lucio is so strong right now.
I would say so, because his boop you have to continue the same direction you're flying in for like I want to say another second and a half, I believe, in the most recent patch notes. From instead of the other 1.5 seconds, you have to continue flying back for 3 seconds.
Yeah, but
which is
even
pretty big.
You know, if you take Boop out of the question, Lucio's speed is one of the strongest abilities in the entire game, because we saw in that matchup how much of a role pacing plays in these matchups. You cannot win if you're getting outpaced over and over and over again.
Absolutely. I mean, his healing, it's okay. It's better for that group type of healing. If everyone's calmed down, there's just a little bit to top everyone off there. But normally, you don't really want to rely on Lucio for healing here. His speed is going to be everything. But that is the last game. This is the new one. What kind of maps do we got for Escort here?
I suppose we just have to see as we are ready for the map overview. Kings Row, old, reliable.
And it's actually hybrid this time. It's not Escort as it was yesterday. My apologies here. But as you said, Kings Row, a classic, a map that we haven't seen in a good time. So you think they're gonna be running a little bit of a Rhine comp here?
They were flashing the Rhine for a little bit on Oasis, so I wouldn't be surprised. But we'll have to see if they stick with it here as we get into the game. Didn't work out from last time, but if there was any map to pull the Reinhardt out on, it's probably this one.
Absolutely. And let's see what SNHU and SJU has got here. Crim Run. We're actually gonna see a little bit of player swaps here. Crim Run that was on the DPS going to the tank. One Trick that was support is going to a DPS, and Diona tank that was the tank is going to support here. So it's a little bit of a player swap here. This is a different stuff that we're seeing.
Bastion rush into a more traditional Reaper rush. Strangely, no Lucio for the side of St. Joseph's. Maybe they want that little extra sustain, little extra cleanse that Kiriko can provide, but don't know how much it's gonna work out for them there.
Yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen here. Crim Run again. You want to be kind of close with that Zarya. Her right click is able to do a lot, but her main damage is gonna come from her beam. And with Ryan having that close ability, the hammer as well to swing, could just work out in their favor.
Look at how quickly SNHU has breached this choke point. Now, Lazy Turtle on the back foot, getting shredded down by this Bastion. Robomania already goes down. There's all of your Reinhardt's backup crumbling behind him, and yeah, my goodness.
It's gone just like that.
Kill.
I mean, it looks like SJU, everyone just wanted to stay behind that Ryan shield. And yes, it has a lot of HP, but unfortunately, it's just not enough for the amount of damage coming out from One Trick 5s and Crim Run there. I mean, the spray you get from Bastion 5s, you know, the right click. Song for Isabel is able to get Crim Run though, put a little gap in their in the push that SNHU's got going right now.
Yeah, Slime Lord also gets One Trick, so that is going to at least stop the push for a while. It depends on how much SJU wants to push the advantage here, but I think they're just perfectly happy to sit at the choke. But Isabel gonna get hit from long range. It's a body shot, but it doesn't matter. Crim runs back at almost 100 charge, gonna be chunking down everybody with these right clicks, and that beam is gonna melt through everybody. With One Trick back as well, nobody is safe in the lobby. Oh my good! Look at that damage being pumped out here.
It's just elimination after elimination here. SNHU is just pushing this cart so barely away. Dwum's just on the payload. You know, he's having a good time here as well with the rest of the team. SJU though, they might need to figure out something a little bit different to be running here. They did see a swap onto the Soldier and to the Sigma here, but it doesn't look like a lot of difference is having, and the 5s again getting that pick is just gonna set them back even farther.
Robomania just gets caught in the subway, doesn't pay the toll, and ends up getting sent back to spawn for it. And now in a 4v5 scenario, you're not gonna be safe if you're SJU, especially with this artillery fire raining down from above. PT Kokoro gets caught by it, and Crim Run just gonna be cleaning up everybody else. The kill on to the Soldier, stolen there by One Trick, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's another elimination on the board. Look at the long-range grenade from Crim Run.
Crazy. I mean, Crim Run is almost at 100 power here. That right click is going to be doing a lot of damage. Just 2 or 3 of them is enough to take down a squishy there. And that rock perfectly timed with the bubble.
Kokoro is in a world of hurt here. I mean, PC Kokoro, we saw there just, oh my goodness, Crimron just raining fire.
I mean, look at the power that he's got. It's pretty much over 100 here. If anyone wants to shoot at him, he just pops a bubble and then he doesn't have to worry about it. Especially for Sigma, the Rock is not going to do anything. He's back up to 100 again.
Yeah, there's a Kitsune Rush already down 205. Catches 2 with the overclock. Gets another. Look at this position. Gets 4.
Fives.
Gets 4 in the fight.
Popping off there, pushing things to the max. Absolutely getting 4 picks with his overclock there. I mean,
Madav,
yeah.
You're the analyst, right?
I would, I believe so, yeah.
Can you analyze the amount of time remaining for SNHU if this goes to 2 extra innings here?
Well, it depends on how fast SGU is able to push through this. If they are able to get through it, I believe with at least a minute, that is a minute off of SNHU, and then they will have to start with, the standard 4 minutes, or sorry, with 3:55, which you can round up to 4, obviously. But that's only if they finish with a minute or more. If they finish less, it'll be a 1 minus. But then minute 1, 2 minutes, that will be the time deducted there. So SJU, if they want a strong chance at this, they really have to go pedal to the metal here, bring out the best characters. And we're seeing a lot of swaps here as well. Robomania switching to a Widow. You have King's Row for these long distance fights as well. I mean, in the beginning, you also see like in spawn, you're up on top. Now it's just great for those first opening picks, but One Trick is gonna be the rival here. It's gonna be a little bit of a Widow duel, see who's the best of that. And Lazy Turtle is also going to be switching over onto Orisa here.
That is a bold choice, if I do say so myself. What I really want to see which of these Widows is able to get more work in. One Trick gets hit with the body shot, but is able to live it.
Absolutely. I mean, and these Widows are just going to be holding each other here. Robomania, left on 34 HP, is able to do some heavy damage onto 5s, though.
Yeah, but look at the position One Trick is in, just searching for the pick. Meanwhile, Crimron just forcing everybody back. Looks like goats out here with how much charge he's been able to get, but 5s takes down Robomania. There's going to be way less pressure on One Trick now. Dwum's getting caught on the tree, but gets the bubble to stay alive here. Thanks again, Crimron. And yeah, SNHU just putting up the wall here.
Absolutely. I mean, you're just holding this angle so far here. One Trick just waiting for that Widow to come and peek him again here. SJU is switching up a lot more. We are seeing Robomania also go to the Hanzo. You're going to get a lot of headshot damage if they're able to get it, and that's how 5s is able to finally dive in.
Yeah, that is the opening they needed, but you still have to push through a 100 charge Zarya as a literally Orisa, but Robomania turning up right now, takes out both DPS, but again, you gotta deal with attacks somehow, some way, gotta get rid of their healing. Slime Lord does do just that, takes down the Baptiste with a Kitsune Rush here. That's a gigantic Graviton Surge, but they have to take out Dwums. Nice headshot is gonna do just that. SNHU, the remaining members, they're gonna fall back for just a moment. Likely gonna try for a recontest here.
Yeah, it looks like Robomania, that swap is really putting in the work here. Already at 93% charge for the Hanzo here. And Perman, again, still stuck at that 99 charge, but needs the rest of his team in order if he really wants to push into this, because now it just looks like his bubbles are getting broken instantly.
Yeah, look at the position, though, that One Trick is in, just trying to duel out these DPS, trying to stay alive, but no! Gets caught on the peak. Robomania absolutely showing up right now, but Crimron still at 100 charge. And has been able to maintain that for a very, very long time. Have to keep Dwums alive, but with 5 popping the overclock, a beat is just going to make sure that everybody else stays topped up, healthy. Everybody for SJU is going to fall here. It's just the Hanzo left alive, hiding in the covey. They're not even going to engage it. Just going back to this archway choke point.
Yeah, 5s, absolutely. I think that was a team wipe there. If not, at least 4 characters just absolutely deleted from SJU there.
Look at One Trick. Look at One Trick bouncing here.
Oh.
No, Robomania again is able to win the duel. Has One Trick's number at this point.
You said it so perfectly, man. And SJU here, they've got a lot of ultimates in the bank here. If they're able to pop that Kitsune and have the Soldier and use that ultimate, that's a lot of damage coming out. And SNHU does not have a lot to really counter that. They have the grab in order to pull members in, but they don't have the beat to counter the overclock.
No, but look at that! Graviton certainly catches, I believe, 4 squishies, neutralizes the Kitsune rush for a good chunk of it, but does not matter. Slime Lord slides in, catches Crimrun. 2 supports from SNHU down. I believe just the DPS are remaining for SNHU, and they're going to be on the retreat here.
Yeah, I mean, Robomania and Slime Lord really putting in the work here, able to get the, I believe, the rest of the remaining members after the tank died there for SNHU, and unfortunately for SJU, it's they only have the Hanzo ultimate now, and now SNHU, they haven't really been spending a lot of ultimates. I mean, we see One Trick and Fives again with those very strong DPS ultimates. You're able to mirror whoever, and Fives has just been constantly pumping out damage. It can be really hard for them.
Yeah, One Trick already gets 1. The Sojourn's gone. There's no pressure left onto either DPS, really, and with that window up, everybody's gonna get shredded. That's a big dragon, though, to cut off this sight line, isolate Crimrun, but they're not able to secure the kill when you lose that Sojourn so early. Crimrun perfectly happy to just stay in, build that charge, pump out the damage, build the grab.
Yeah, I mean, if Dino's Tank's able to just pump a healing into Zarya, there's no reason why she shouldn't just stay back there, especially with the bubbles that you get, that invulnerability. I mean, if you're able to just save yourself so much, you might as well. And Fives again, with that right click, being devastating, with the overclock as well, just running in there with just no worries of falling whatsoever. That's going to be another team wipe coming out from SNHU.
Yeah, absolutely, and SJU is in a really tough spot right now because even if they capture as quickly as possible at this point, they have no chance of beating SNHU's time bank.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I believe you only get around a minute and a half with that second point there, and it looks like SNHU is gonna go for a little bit of a sneaky play here, kind of playing all together, playing a little, or sorry, SJU is playing a little bit sneaky here, and unfortunately for them, it just doesn't look like it's helping out too much in their favor.
No, but Crimrun does get isolated, falls very, very low. One Trick has to pop the duplication and gets a big kill out of it. You having a reslay in the back line. The horse is popping up, gets moved all the way back in, has this ultimate that's going to do a lot of damage to Lazy Turtle. Lazy Turtle going to fall at the hands of Fives. Of course, Isabel gets absolutely rocked by the Terra Surge. And you still have that grab left in the bank, but Dwums gets a little too aggressive trying to secure the kill.
Absolutely. Robomania getting that Storm Arrow shot, you're able to bounce off the walls, is going to get that pick from him as well. And now with 30 seconds on the clock, SJU has to get to point ASAP.
Yeah, and it's so tough to be able to do that because you know, in the back of your mind, Crimrun has that grab. They know he's there. They know he's looking for it, but sometimes the knowledge doesn't really help solve the issue. With this window going down, everybody's going to be a little bit vulnerable. For SJU, you just have to wait for the perfect opportunity. There goes the lamp. There goes the grab. It is a ginormous one, even with Lazy Turtle being able to escape it with the Fortify. It's not enough. Crimrun basically taking down the entirety of SJU. SNHU wins map 2 in dominant fashion.
I want to see who gets Pachi here. If it's not Fives, then it better be going here. I wonder which one of his I really want to see the one where he was kind of holding from spawn here, exactly with the window overclock. Just headshots after headshots here. It's just, you can't avoid this. It's so difficult. That is 4 members gone instantly in just a span of seconds.
That overclock shot on the sliding Sojourn.
Yeah, it's
disgusting.
It's crazy. The amount of aim you need for that, the tracking. I mean, it's just, it's insane here.
That felt wrong to watch that play the game back.
Because you normally don't see a lot of plays like this happen, especially in Sapphire. It's always like very controlled here, but in ECC, things are just a little bit different here.
It is the Wild West.
Absolutely.
Out here. We have seen a Reinhardt in the lobby. It makes me happy to see it, but it makes me unhappy to see the state of Reinhardt as a character. That is a side tangent for another day. But I really, at this point, I don't know what SJU needs other than a really good pep talk.
Yeah, I mean, this is the last map or game. I believe it is Flashpoint, and it's just gonna be it's the last thing. It's Flashpoint. It's controlled, but a little bit quicker, and you just have to just talk to your team, see what they're best at, because there was a lot of comp swaps and a lot of different things. So
absolutely, match point. We're gonna be going
Ooh.
to New Junk City.
In my mind, I really thought Saravasa here, but
Strap in. This is probably going to be the only time that you see this map for the rest of the semester.
New Junk City, a map we have not seen at all here, and I'm excited for it.
I mean, I know that there are opinions about this map, many of them not positive, but I'm hearing in my headset that I have finally heard one positive opinion from New Junk City. But that's the one that I've ever heard. I'm really interested to see how SJU is able to adapt to this pick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what kind of comps you can even run on a lot of New Junk City. I would say a lot of dive is going to be really popular on this, but other than that, I think it's in SJU's favor to just rock the Winston composition.
Absolutely, and one trick. Rolling out, pun absolutely intended on the wrecking ball. For those of you who have not been following One Trick, bro was a console top 500 wrecking ball player before he joined the team. Initially tried out on tank. Going back to his roots here.
I mean, a wrecking ball, top 500. That is something to. I mean, that's bragging rights right there. Here, Dino Tank is also going to be on DPS, and Crimrun again going to be on the support. Just a little bit more of some character swaps here, but already SNHU is just rolling out so quickly here. Dwams with this Lucio rollout as well is already going to be right onto point, the entire team.
Yeah, SJU so much slower because they don't have that Lucio, and now they have a wrecking ball to contend with in the back line. There's nowhere safe. You don't have anywhere to escape to, and now everybody's just looking at the wrecking ball. Meanwhile, Fives just tearing everybody to shreds.
Absolutely. I mean, with Tracer, the closer you are, the more damage you do. So just getting that close and not getting punished for it, SNHU is definitely going to be a little bit in the favor here.
Oh my goodness! Look at that roll through. This slam is gonna be huge. Gets 2 picks. Gets 2 picks and another one onto Lazy Turtle. Everybody's gone.
I mean,
where'd they go?
The roll you get, the fire streaking from the ball there. Wrecking Ball is able to just pump out so much damage. Not to mention the armored and regenerative health that he gets is just insane.
Yeah, One Trick falling low, losing that armor, but still has the adaptive shield, is able to get out plenty safely, and really, I don't know. You can't focus too much on the Wrecking Ball. You have to if you're SJU. Just keep focusing on the squishies. Seem to be doing a great job of it, but you have to stay alive as well. Fives making sure that Isabel can do no such thing. They trade out Dino Tank, but One Trick again gets both DPS. Fives gets the pulse bomb, and it's just Lazy Turtle left.
And with Lazy Turtle, you only have that ability to try and reduce some damage here, and it looks like SNHU is not going to stagger it out any longer than it needs to be. Five's going to be able to get that pick, and One Trick already having that ultimate as well. The Mind's going to catch Isabel, and now it's not even a fight on for point anymore. It's just in the middle of the street on this map.
Yeah, this is what we in the business call a massacre at this point. One Trick has been doing so well to disrupt the entirety of SJU, and SNHU has just been able to capitalize on that perfectly.
Yeah, and now again, SNHU is already going to be near the map or near the control point here, and One Trick does not care. He is going for these picks. He's going for the damage. I don't believe any supports are with them at the moment, and he's just able to get so much damage coming out here.
One Trick just popped the mines and is already 90% to another. Probably not even gonna need to use it. Both DPS down for SJU here, and now everybody else for SNHU just gonna be able to wreak havoc on the survivors. It's just this more trying desperately to run away. Isabel not able to make it back to safety.
Yeah, and SNHU is just gonna have so much of their ultimates here. Dino Tank very close to that Genji ultimate, and after that, you get 5 ultimates in the tank. I mean, if you're not all helping them all at the same time, I feel like it's just you're not playing Overwatch. That's what Overwatch is. You know, dump all of them at the same time. The mines come out, and this Hanzo is just gonna get shredded here.
Yeah, in a very difficult spot. Does pop the Dragon Strike, but gets struck in his own right. The mines catch PT Kokoro, and again, SJU's just getting dismantled right now.
Yeah, we did see a switch from the Orisa over on to Winston here, and unfortunately, it just doesn't look like it's helping them out too much in SJU's favor here. Robomania is also going to switch to the Cassidy, maybe hinder some tanks, the Lucio, stop that speed up a little bit, but it's so hard because SNHU is just keeping them in their spawn.
Yeah, this is a...
What am I looking at?
I mean, sometimes it just happens. Spin to win. The Beyblade strategy is back, and apparently it's just this. Even though Kitsune Rush denying the space so much.
I'm getting dizzy just looking at that here. One trick is just swinging around, able to get Isabel as well. SJU, unfortunately, is just not able to get onto that flashpoint, and now SNHU already going to make that rotate over, and Song for Isabel is gone here. Set back to the lobby, and Lazy Turtle is gonna be fighting these two supports here, and it looks like they might be able to get out with their own lives.
Yeah, Kiriko and Lucio so good at keeping each other alive, and we have Dino Tang coming back in, securing that kill. It's pretty huge. Robomania does finally kill one trick, but it's too little too late. Fives is just wreaking havoc in the back line. SNHU captured the point. Ooh. PT Kokoro getting shredded by a fellow Shimada, and I mean, Fives goes down, but it's not enough.
Seems like there's a lot of staggering picks coming out from SJU here. I think they just gotta slow down things a little bit, push up with the team, and just use ultimates. I mean, you have that Cassidy ultimate to take down so much. If you're able to use it in such an open area, Winston can knock players into the sight lines, and then you have Slime Lord with the overclock as well. Just being able to jump around and be able to pump out that much damage. Song for Isabel keeping everyone alive could very much work here.
Yeah, but everybody's so low, and with this Dragon Blade coming through, the Suzu's gone. Oh. There's so much damage. 2 players down from that Dragon Blade. You have to pop Primal Rage to even stay alive, but again, it's just too late. You can't win a fight in a 3v5 unless you get a very, very major pick. And that Primal Rage was only used for survival, not aggression. That is going to be it. SNHU takes New Junk City 3-0. And 3-0 in the set. They are going to win it out here tonight. My goodness. Let's just watch. Let's just watch.
This needs to be the Beyblade Pot G here, but it's not. But regardless, though, look at that slam. 2 members gone instantly, and the rest of the team just crumples. Instantly.
There is nothing that terrifies me more than being in the lobby against a good Wrecking Ball. Because
a top 500 Wrecking Ball.
Formerly top 500.
Formerly, sorry.
Let's be 100% honest here. He is top 500 on support. Was top 500 on support, sorry, but was also initially trying out on tank when he first joined the team for that Wrecking Ball prowess. So, I mean, we got to see it to great effect here. Going to be one of the rare glimpses that we do get to see it here, but let's just check the full overview of the night tonight, and I mean only 1 point gathered there for St. Joseph's. Had a fairly strong start to Kings Row, but just wasn't able to convert it into anything more than that at the end of the day.
I mean, they did have a very strong initial push, able to get that Zarya out of there. Crimrun was just not able to push in, or was not able to keep up with the push coming out from them. And then SNHU was just able to get their niche back, and then just able to hold the defensive line.
Absolutely, and with that, the week is over, but SNHU Esports still has more coming your way, because tomorrow it is time, finally, for Never Hold Back. 2 brackets, Street Fighter 6 at 2 o'clock, Tekken 8 at 5 o'clock. Going to be right here in the Connection Esports Arena. I know that there are plenty of you who are more interested in those traditional fighters than Super Smash Brothers, which we normally cover. So come on down. Even if you're not going to be playing, come on down, check out the games.
And if they want more information, where should they go, Matt?
Well, we have plenty of channels for you to keep up with everything SNHU Esports. You can join our Discord, go onto our Twitter or our Instagram, or just follow us right here on Twitch. All of those going to be at SNHU Esports on all platforms. Follow them everywhere so you don't miss a thing. And with that, I'd like to give big shout-outs to you, Madav.
Thank you.
To everybody over in the production room, of course, all the players, to everyone who is here in the Connection Esports arena, and of course, to everybody who watched at home. We appreciate you very, very much. See you tomorrow for Never Hold Back. Have a great night.